What's good? What's happening, guys? It's Sam, MrBlitztek, and I'm here today to talk about Stellar Blade. If you haven't heard about this game already, it is basically traumatizing feminists and definitely getting those basement dwellers to bring out their sweet wallet to play this game because, man, the graphics are amazing. Yes, that's definitely the standout point here. But there are other reasons to play Stellar Blade, and we're going to touch on those. So this is a PS5 exclusive. If you've got a PS5, I mean, this is definitely one of the reasons to pick this game up, because without it, your PS5 might be at a loss already. There hasn't been many exclusives coming out in 2024, but there have been many exclusives, and I mean, this will be one of the reasons definitely to get this, because it's going to be once in a lifetime experience, definitely for those who have problems with maybe certain aspects of life where they can definitely deliver here. So if you like a challenge, if you like chasing, if you like to live on dreams and fantasies, this can definitely be for you, because this is what this game isn't about at all. This is like a very hard, challenging game. If you don't like being challenged, if you don't like getting hard, then you might have to go somewhere else. If I had to put this game into certain aspects, it's like Bloodborne, it's like Sekiro, it's like Star Wars Fallen Order, it's like Neo, it's like Metal Gear Revengeance. Got the elements of a roguelike kind of game, but it's just a very difficult game. So you won't be dying, having to restart and come back and try and gather your stuff or whatever. You're just gonna die and die and die again and try and live up to the challenge. And that's just the beauty of the game, to be honest. I mean, there's many more other beauties in this game. I mean, many more beauties in this game, but that's definitely one of them. Let's talk about the dangerous and varied enemy types. Now, right off the jump, when going through this game, there is a plethora of enemies that come at you, and not only they just look kind of gross, they all act very different. Now, I like my enemy types to come as different as they may be, whether it be different kind of body shapes, whether some shapes are bigger than others in some particular areas, maybe even just having a more of a gentle touch or a hard touch, or maybe able to, twerk and thrust in different manners. These enemies right here do deliver on that. Right from the jump, they're just gonna be either tall, small, skinny, some of them are like mantises, some of them are like octopuses. You're just gonna have to figure out how each enemy is like, and that's gonna be one of the takeaways from this game for sure. And I'm kind of glad that this game is delivering on that, because if it was just the same or the kind of enemy types, you kind of get bored, you'd want to move on, and no one wants that. You want a give and take kind of relationship. Next up is disgusting bosses. Now, a game like this, you know what they want to do. They want to throw all the kind of bad bosses at you every single chance they can get. Some of them have big, massive curves. Some of them are as flat as an ironing board. But at the same time, they're always going to be difficult. They're going to give you a challenge, and you just have to overcome them and see if you're going to have to pimp slap them or just lay down and just take it. Unfortunately, which is kind of mad, because you're not going to progress otherwise. No one wants to do that. So if you get behind it and the curves are definitely your kind of thing, this is the situation when it comes to the boss fights. You're going to have to figure out their kind of attacks, their grooves. They got different kind of elements to tell you what kind of attacks they're going to do, but they're never going to be easy. Even the first ones are actually quite difficult, and the ones later down the line, if you ain't got enough abilities, woo, I pray for you, man. I pray for you. Well, next up, I didn't mention that, is there are a ton of abilities. Now, no one likes a guy who can't provide at all. So if you've got a plethora of arsenal that you can come into a situation with and fix any kind of situation, this game is definitely for you. You got obviously dodge, parries, combos, combo starters, combo enders. You get larger windows. You get a whole plethora of items and tools and things and regulations to help you go through the game, make the game a bit easier. But even though the game gets a bit easier, the game definitely stays as hard as the runtime does. So nothing about this is definitely going to make you flaccid at all, but that is just as crazy as it's going to get. Now, one thing is definitely going to keep you going is definitely the selection of costumes. I mean, everyone loves a bit of dress up. Everyone loves to, show out a little bit, and everyone loves to have their own kind of je ne sais quoi when it comes to playing the game. So this game definitely doesn't skimp out on the costumes unless the costume itself is skimping out. I'll let you decide on what I mean by that. But Eve herself definitely does look like she's ready to show out anytime you're going out to show her combos. So not only is the gameplay kind of beautiful, so is the character model herself in the kind of clothes that she decides to wear. And guess what? You get to decide for her. So that's always a plus, you know what I'm saying? You get to dress your woman. Now when we're talking to abilities, when we're talking about costumes, you definitely want to know how to handle Eve. The best way to handle Eve and knowing about going certain situations is thank goodness for the training arena. So you can buy special abilities here, know how to maneuver around them, and just know what's the best playstyle for you. See what kind of actions they do, if they do knockbacks, if there's a big window, small window. See if you could just memorize the kind of things and the kind of rhythm you need to get into and the kind of pump fakes you're gonna have to try and do. Is your pull-out game good enough? Only training will tell, because like I said, this game is rather hard. Why do it while out in the field when you can have a little bit of practice before you go out there? Now, everybody likes long sessions. You don't want to be that 3-minute man, there's no way. This game, total runtime is about 25 hours. And if you want to go for full completion, I heard it's about double that. Make sure you're fit, strong, and steady when it comes to this because, man, you definitely want to be putting in the time when you're playing this game. And I think you're going to go for a couple of rounds, to be honest. I feel like it's not going to be easy to just jump off. But you definitely will be making those booty calls to be coming back. Guys, let me know in the comments down below what do you think about State of Blade, what do you think about Eve, what do you think about the world, and what section hits you the most. So, do you like the costumes, do you like the gameplay, or are you just here for a fun time because you want more of a challenge and see a bit of tug and pull? I'm MrBlitztek. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you guys on the next level. Peace out, Rainbow Trout.